Welcome to AI-powered marketing, leveraging AI for smarter go-to-market strategies. Joining me today is Mary Ellen Cavanaugh, colleague, friend, and industry leader at the intersection of AI and marketing transformation. Thank you for joining me today, Mary Ellen.
Thank you for that introduction, Michael. I'm happy to be here with you, as always.
All right, first question for you. With all the noise around AI, what makes now the right time to fully integrate AI into your go-to-market strategy?
I mean, AI is the big buzzword these days. You can't get around it. But I think it's an expectation at this point to have that AI integrated into whether it be your platform or your writing style or your marketing, as long as you're making it still sound human. But I think it's definitely from a marketing perspective, getting that personalization in, getting marketing activities done at scale. There's a lot of teams now, look at the industry, there's a lot of teams working a lot thinner or slimmer, whatever the right word is, right? They're very lean and they don't have the resources they used to. So it definitely accelerates the way things are getting done. I know that I get a lot more done when I'm leveraging AI.
Now, you've said before that prompting is a new marketing skill set, and I completely agree. But can you help the audience understand what you mean by that?
Prompting is very, very important. As you know, I just finished up an AI prompting class because with AI, what you put into it is what you get out of it, right? So poop in, poop out. I know, stay classy, Mary Ellen, right? But it's the truth, right? So the more information that you give the AI model, the better the information you're going to get out of it. So if you just ask it, what's cloud storage? It's going to give you a dissertation on pretty much what cloud storage is. But if you want something about like what's cloud storage as it pertains to this specific use case or this specific industry, say media and entertainment, and you give it the right information, it's going to be more personalized for that audience that you're targeting.
No, and what I've seen is AI has got to the point where it's actually helping you ask better questions. So it's giving you some of those prompts back to help you refine as well. Next question I have for you. Now, when we think about AI, how can it help marketers build more effective campaign briefs?
So I actually just finished creating my own chat GPT to use at Backblaze, and it's for my channel account managers. And what it does is it goes through a series of questions to ask that's relevant to our business that we need to both, get to create the proposal for an activity that they want to do, to get it approved, and then once it's approved, we leverage it to keep track of where we're at in the campaign from pre-event tasks to during event tasks to post-event tasks, and it spits it out in a format that can be digested by the people approving it, so it's not a whole dissertation. And it also can spit it out into a spreadsheet so that it keeps track from a budgetary perspective. And they can answer the questions straight up as they go along, or they can even ask as they're going through it for some advice on how to answer some of the questions. So, for example, if they want swag, they can ask it, well, what kind of swag do you recommend for this type of event? And it'll give answers to that. Or when it's asking for the goals and objectives, they can respond asking the AI or the what do they recommend for that type of, what can we expect to see with that type of event?
And full disclosure for the audience, Mary Ellen is the one who actually taught me how to actually start building these. So I'm thankful to her for that. All right, last question for you, Mary Ellen. If you had to give one takeaway to a CMO or a head of marketing watching this, what would it be?
Trust it. Trust the AI. Trust the process. They're not going to take over the world. They will still need us to manage it, right? To get the information out of them. It's not going to be Skynet. At least I don't think in this century. But I think trust the process. Trust it, but verify. Right? Don't just go in blind, because a lot of times you'll see, and I see it even in my own inbox, I can totally tell when something was written by AI. right? It's just very campy or cheesy. I just told the GPT this morning, I'm like, stop making it sound so markety, right? So definitely, I think, and I know this isn't really answering your question, but I think the top things for you to think about when you're working with the GPTs is, defining the role, like give that GPT a role, whether it's, an expert copywriter or a proposal writer or something that, persuasion, excellent in persuasion, right? Give it that specific role and then give it the context, right? What are you trying to get out of it? You want to tell it everything. And then the third thing is a prompt library. I always, at the end of a prompt session or at the end of a conversation with my AI, once I get it to get the results to where I needed or what I was looking for, I always ask it, what prompt should I have written to get these results the first time around? And then you put it in a prompt library for reference for later.
That's excellent advice. So, all right, Mary Ellen, I want to thank everyone for tuning in to AI powered marketing, leveraging AI for smarter go to market strategies. Now, I hope everyone has found this session insightful and actionable as you explore how to integrate AI into your marketing motion. A special thanks, obviously, to Mary Ellen Kavanaugh for sharing her expertise. To continue learning from Mary Ellen, please feel free to follow her on LinkedIn, and I'll put up your LinkedIn address on this webcast. Now, if you'd like to revisit today's insights or explore upcoming topics in our Marketing at the Edge series, stay connected at Marketing at the Edge. Until next time, I'm Michael Elliott, Marketing at the Edge.